One of our subscriber friends had a great idea. They really enjoyed the video on how to handle the ropes, and we're looking for live examples with our horses. So, here you go. You notice I like to keep the belly of the rope on the ground. That's so that if I'm fidgeting or moving my hands, a lot less cueing will come up to my horse. You can see here that by having the belly of the rope on the ground, it allows Alia to take the time she needs to think through what we just did and to come back to relaxation and to come back to me. Also, I often see people when they want to move the rope back and forth, they'll do it this way by moving the rope like this. That's super annoying to your horse. A great way to do it is to get better by sliding it from one hand to the other. They love that. So in this next clip, watch my hand. You'll see that I do exactly that. I'm trying to extend the rope, but I actually end up inadvertently asking Willow to back. And then she's not quite sure what I want when I'm putting my stick out because I just asked her to back. Another big mistake I've seen is people just casually throw the rope over their shoulder, right? Which sounds great until your horse takes off and you end up choked. Never, ever, ever put this over your shoulder. However, it's a lovely idea to put it over the back of your elbow, right? Allow it to just hang there, allow the belly of the rope to be on the ground, and then you have the rope out of the way, but still have connection without having any risk. So here I'm asking Alia to step backwards with just my intention and just my thought. So it's very important that I don't cue her with my hands. So you'll notice the rope is indeed over my elbow so that I can just use my body to tell her what I'm thinking. Yes, so nice. And this is a super helpful tip when you're leading your horse. I often see people just grabbing right underneath the halter. I think they feel like they have more control, but they actually have less control. And oftentimes you'll make your horse claustrophobic. So I highly recommend holding it 12 to 18 inches from the clasp on the halter. That way the horse has some room to drift if they need to. You have room to drift if you need to. And practice having nice open hands, even making like an OK sign with your fingers. That way, if your horse needs to drift and walk away, you can just allow that rope to glide through your hands without adding extra tension or stress. So this is a great example because Alia and I are just getting out of the paddock for one of the first times. She's doing really good, but you can see in a second that she starts to get a little anxious. By having my hands open and allowing her that drift, I don't add to any panic and I'm able to guide her differently. I think because a lot of us don't want to have dirty ropes, we have a tendency to gather them up and keep them in a big bunch in our hands. Oftentimes to do that, you kind of have to make a strong fist. You may be surprised how much tension that sends down the rope towards your horse. I would highly recommend just keeping one single strand so you can move flexibly and smoothly with your equine friend. In this clip, you can see that since I only have a single strand in my hand, it's no big deal when Alia bounces her head up and down. It just moves smoothly, and then when I want to redirect her in a moment, you'll see that I'm able to glide the rope from one hand to the other without adding any extra tension. Let's do this. Yeah, so nice. So nice. So we hope that these rope handling tips bring you and your horse even closer together. For more great tips, please join our YouTube channel and drop by bridlesandbreath.com to see our video library and our home study courses.